Hey folks, my name is Mauricio Crispin, and in today's video we will talk about the calculation of air conditioner ducts. As a professional in refrigeration and air conditioning, you will inevitably at some point need to install a tap device, and probably he will also be responsible for calculating the respective sessions of the ducts related to this equipment. To calculate an air conditioning duct network, basically we have three different methods. The first and simplest is the velocity method. However, despite being simple, it should only be used by more experienced professionals who already have a good idea of the impacts related to speed about the water flow in a pipe network. Once again repeating, an experienced professional, he sets the initial speed of the airflow in the duct, keeps reducing it throughout the sessions, and from his experience he ends up having a good result and a duct network effectively well balanced and noise free. The second method, which may be the most widely used worldwide, is the constant pressure loss method, and this is the method that we are going to use in our example here with you. This method is used because it delivers very good results. We can calculate the total loss of charge along our pipeline and network. And the concept is very simple. What is its concept? The concept is to set a fixed pressure loss per linear meter of the Ducts network. We will stipulate this value. And we're going to keep this pressure drop constant throughout the pipe network. This is the most used method. The third method is the static pressure recovery method, a slightly method. More complicated, it will involve complex computations. And most of the times, due to its calculation complexity, he is mostly not used. He is used in very specific systems. Although it is a method that is the best balance of the pipeline network, okay? For our example, also because we need to be fast, and we have several tools on the internet that help us all the time. In our calculations, we're going to use a free software that's very popular worldwide called Duct Sizer. The Duct Sizer is a software that was developed and provided for free by the equipment manufacturer McQuay. And with the acquisition of this company by Daikin some years ago, which is currently being distributed, again for free by these manufacturers. The next step in our video will be to show you how to download this software. Let's go to download the software we are going to use in our example. The address is deepenapplied.com. Well, I'll leave the address on the link from the video description. Then from DaikinMcQuay.com vem Resources Design Software Tools. Bye. We keep going down. There are some tools for the project here, and we're going to download. Click here in Duct Sizer. There will be a zipped folder. You will unzip and install the software. Okay, very simple. And now let's go to our next step. So in our example, we are going to use a 10 TRs equipment. In this case, it's a standard large split installed in the horizontal position. The nominal flow plate for this equipment is 6,800 cubic meters per hour, okay? This flow, it's a common flow for any manufacturer. So we have the standard flow when we talk about central accelerated arc. It's a 680 cubic meters per hour per TR, hoje equivalent to 400 CFM per TR, né? That's about 190 liters per second per TR. This is the standard flow. It's not fixed. You can reduce this flow. You can increase the flow. Because in most of the central arc sonato equipment, the flow is adjustable. But basically, when we want to diffuse the environment, we lower this standard flow. And when we want to attack too much sensible heat, we increase this flow. So for our standard 10TR equipment, we will have a total flow of 6,800 cubic meters per hour, okay, because it's 10 TRs or 100 liters per second, which is the unit we're going to use in our program, okay. So we here, if we have 6,800, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 grills. So we're going to have a flow per grill, 190 liters per second per grill of inflation. So here we will have 190, o 190, o 190, 190, and the same thing here below. Oh my God. So now here we are going to have, we can consider that we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections of pipe. So we are going to have section A, B, C, D, E, and okay, off the bat we knew the flow of our section AB. So our AB section corresponds to the total flow of the machine, which is of 6,800 cubic meters per hour or 900 liters per second. So in the AB section we're going to have a 900 liters per second. In the BC section, we will have 1900 minus 190 minus 190. So we will have 50, 20. We are going to have 1520 liters per second. In this CD section, we will have to reduce again 190 less 190, so we will have 1140 liters per second. In the segment of this, we will have 760 liters per second. And in the segment F, which is our last segment, we will have 380 liters per second of Vasal. So let's go 1,900, 1,520, 1,140. Thank you. Sidi, shibe sebo sati and jeje. Dessa chance, oxtasetisha. Parte de E380. O que eu posso ir? Ma ITS to o ODGT pode passar todos potência particularity sebais. Continuing here, it's good to let you know some basic premises, okay? So when we are going to calculate residues, if we are talking about residential application offices, we should work with the loss. Linear loss of 0.5 Pascal per meter, equivalent to 0.05 millimeters of water column per meter. And the speed also affected the predominant factor on the noise level, on the loss of charge in our installation should never exceed 6 meters per second. All right. So now we go there to put these data in our program. So now we're going to our calculation, okay, from our actual adult network, from our example. So he entered the program. It will open a small window here, okay? Our first step is to define the work units, because it will be set with American units in Fahrenheit. Let's change here to metric unit He sets as standard it comes with an inflation at 20 degrees. So we're going to consider the inflation at 13 degrees with 97% relative humidity. To do the calculation, we need to fix two parameters. For example, flow and linear load loss. It's exactly what we defined here. I told you guys that we shouldn't have a flow speed above 6 meters per second and a linear loss about 0.5 Pascal per meter. So let's go to our first stretch. Our first stretch, 1900 liters per second, which is the AB stretch. 1900 with a loss of charge of 0.5 Pascal per meter. So he has already calculated a circular duct of 657 millimeters, which is giving a flow speed of 5.59. But our duct will not be circular. We will work with a rectangular duct. So what do I need from the rectangular duct? To fix, for example, a height of the duct. If I put a 300 millimeter duct, he will calculate that this duct should have a width of 1.375 millimeters, 1.37. It becomes a very small duct. Wide, right? So let's increase a bit the height of our duct to 400 millimeters. He defined that our duct will have a width from 950 millimeters or 95 centimeters. Then section AB, as he put here, I will have 400 by 950 with a load loss of 0.49 and an effective speed in the circular duct of 557. So let's put it here. That I will have a 95 by 40 duct with the speed of 5.6 meters per second. Let's go to our second stretch. Our second stretch, 1520 liters per second, 1520 liters per second, maintaining the load loss. If I maintain the height of 400 millimeters, he has already defined that it would be a duct. From 77, 0.5 centimeters doesn't make sense to make a 77 duct. Let's put 800 here. So it would be a pipeline for 80 Zlotys to 100 Zaka. 40 and an effective speed here presented of 5.2 meters per second. Let's go to the section CD. The section CD, 1140 liters per second. So let's go 1140 liters per second is maintaining the pressure drop, maintaining the diameter of 40. He will make a duct of 40 by 62.5. So we're going to make a duct to see how it would be if this duct were 600 millimeters, got 0.54. Alright, so let's make a 60 duct over here. For 40, the flow speed was 5.1 meters per second. Let's go to the D stretch. The D stretch is 760 liters per second. 760 liters per second. I'm here. If I don't have, I'll be left with a duct of 45 by 40 and the speed 4.47. The last stretch, our last stretch is FF. We put it in 380 liters per second. So let's go 380 liters per second. It would be a 400 by 275 duct, right? There isn't a duct, so let's say it will be a 400 by 300 duct, okay? And it would have a low loss. Let's reduce here also 300 by 350. So here we can make a duct with a section of 35 times 30, okay? It's not very usual. Changing two of the duct dimensions at each transition. But it can be done in this case. The speed got extremely low. It's here at 3.8 meters per second. As you can see, each stretch here has been slowing down. This will reflect in a recovery of the static pressure. And our duct is effectively calculated, and it's going to work even for larger installations. That's what we had to show you. Did you like the video? Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and soon we will bring something else for you guys. A hug and see you next time.